In contemporary neuroscience, it is commonly held that the mind is a product of the brain, an emergent property of neural activity, synaptic firing, and biological complexity. In this view, consciousness is a byproduct of matter organizing itself. But what if this assumption is reversed? What if the mind is not the result of the brain, but the condition for its use? What if the brain is not the origin of subjectivity, but the instrument through which something deeper, something immaterial, interfaces with the world? Let's consider that the brain isn't the source of the mind, but the mechanism the mind uses to interact with the world. Much like a computer receives input and processes data through pre-built functions, the brain organizes sensory input into patterns, meanings, and memories. But unlike a machine, the brain adapts. It rewires itself in response to experience, relationship, belief, and trauma. It interprets, not simply reacts. And that act of interpretation, of assigning meaning, suggests there's something using the brain, something we call mind. The brain translates both the external world, sight, sound, sensation, and the internal world, emotion, thought, imagination. In this view, the brain is not a closed generator of consciousness, but an open interface, receiving, shaping, and responding. Furthermore, the brain itself can't develop in isolation. It needs the right conditions, conditions that exist outside of it. Much like the laws of nature. Like a seed that needs sunlight, water, and soil, the brain needs love, safety, and nurturing. These aren't optional, they're essential. The seed doesn't create the sun. Likewise, the child doesn't create the conditions it requires. These forces exist outside the individual, relational, emotional, environmental. Without them, vital parts of the brain remain underdeveloped. Empathy, self-regulation, the capacity for connection, all depend on these early influences. So if the brain needs external, intangible conditions to grow, then consciousness isn't just biological, it's relational, formed within a broader field of connection. So maybe the brain isn't the creator of the mind, but the means by which the mind expresses itself in time and space. Perhaps consciousness isn't just a product of biology, but the framework within which biology becomes human. And behind our thoughts, memories, and dreams, there may be something more than matter. Something older than us, and something we are still in the process of remembering.